I think the Democratic Party is heading towards a seismic shift, and I think something's about to happen that could well change the future of how policy works in the Democratic Party. And it's happening in Maine. In Maine, you've got Graham Platner, a previously unknown politician running on a progressive populist platform, versus Janet Mills, literally the definitive establishment candidate. Very popular governor, very much an establishment Democrat, actually quite well liked in her state. And then you have Platner, who was doing very well, but then had a couple of scandals. Number one, he had some previous Reddit posts that came to light that caused quite a few problems. Number two, we found out that he had a tattoo that was, well, a very well-known symbol of the bad guys in World War II. And conventional politics would tell us that he should be out of the race, that he should have dropped out, and that his campaign was essentially over. But that is not at all what happened. Platner stayed the course. He kept pushing the messaging forward. He kept building his coalition, and he kept going across the state of Maine, connecting with people, connecting with voters, and spreading his message. And he actually gained support. He went to 64%. 64% for Platner, 26% for Mills. He's essentially blowing the race out of the water right now. And the message there is progressive populism is actually a winning ticket. In fact, with everything that's happening right now, it seems clear to me that the base of the Democratic Party has shifted quite far over. And combined with what we see as an objective failure from the leadership of the party, we are quite willing to take a chance on someone even when they have a bad history. After all, America is a country of second chances, yes? And certainly, Platner will have to deal with these allegations if he is in fact a candidate for Senate, and that may well be a liability for him. But what is clear is the voters of Maine really, really like him and his progressive populist message. The idea, and progressive populism is not some radical ideology, by the way. It's just an idea of like giving power back to the people combined with relatively well-liked leftist policy. There's nothing crazy about any policies that Platner advocates for, but the fact that he's willing to go to the left is paying off big time. And if the Democrats don't realize this in time, if they don't realize that their constant chase for the ever elusive Republican voter is never going to work, well, they're going to see a lot of trouble heading into 2026. Platner should be out of the race, but it looks like he might win, and that's pretty wild. But it's also a sign that the Democratic base is moving past the establishment and the leaders of the party. They're no longer being told who to vote for. They're demanding policy that works for them.